two, we do a lot of different movement patterns. The first few exercises involve lunging, so I want to go over the lunges. As always, you can stand with your foot on the floor to make it more challenging. You could stand on a pillow, and then you go through your lunges facing away from the tower. Hands can be on the hips. Any kind of added additional arm movements are going to make the movement more challenging to stabilization and to balance, and trying to get that ankle on the floor to have control. Moving from here, I talk about a teeter-totter or a deadlift. I tend to always start with my leg on the glide board for stability. I imagine my hips are headlights. I face them forward, and then I face them directly down to the ground. I make sure that my back is as straight as possible. If I'm feeling really tight, I cannot go down low. I have to stay slightly up, and I focus on lifting my chest and coming back down. The movement is exactly from the hip. So I get that movement down. You can add arm movements with your foot on the glide board. As you can see, that adds more of a challenge into it. Or you can just add a lift of the leg and get that balance, and then you can add a lift of the leg, and then you can swing the leg forward, tap down, slowly, gradually adding the arm movements and adding the lifting of the leg for more stabilization and challenging to stabilization. That's deadlift. From here, you may be familiar with lunging toward the tower. The second part of that, adding a tweak in, was that you would lunge, bend the back knee. So now you're in that stationary lunge. The focus becomes that back leg, straightening and bending. Straightening and bending from here. A little bit like a sprinter start, but now you're in more of a lunge-like position, and your arms aren't planked onto the glide board. Coming up from here, the last part of the lunging series was a side lunge with the legs straight.